Hi, this is Judy here at J.Bare Naturals. I'm in my suite, and today we're going to go over things you should or should not do, and basically the pre and post care of waxing. A lot of this is going to be geared more so to the Brazilian or bikini area, and even the Brazilian area for men that want to get waxed. Things to expect, things that most people when going in to get waxed you may not receive, but I'm going to go over this information with you. All my clients who are with me from day one, they've heard this information and they appreciate it, because a lot of times when people go get waxed, and I've had this done to me too, is you walk to the door, oh, you getting a Brazilian wax today? Hop on the table, and then you just hop on the table and you know, do the butterfly and get waxed. Is no conversations prior of things you should not do, you know, or even just the post care. So I'm going to take you through this experience that all my clients actually experience with me, and even new clients, they get this information too. So I just want to make this readily available for everybody to have. So prior to your appointment, do not exfoliate. I know it's a lot of information out there saying exfoliate your skin prior to coming. Don't do it. It actually makes the area more sensitive before you get waxed. So that's the reason why. And plus, waxing is a strong form of an exfoliant. So it's gonna pull those dead skin cells up when you get waxed. So that's something you don't want to do. Also, don't take a shower before you come to your appointment. Taking that hot shower leaves your pores wide open and cause for that area to be more sensitive when it gets waxed. Yeah, I know. Didn't want to hear that, but I'm telling you. If you have an appointment in that morning, take that shower that night and then come into your appointment. If you have an appointment in the afternoon, take a shower in the morning and then come to the appointment. And you're saying, Judy, well, I had to pee, or I was sweating, or I did number 2 and I don't want them to know. I want to clean myself up. Clean yourself up. Just don't be rough with it. Do a cool towel or wipes and just wipe over the area and clean yourself up prior to coming in, but do not take that hot shower. Also, if you have a low threshold for pain or being uncomfortable, take some Tylenol before your appointment too. If you have high antihistamine levels, in which I just did this a few minutes ago, I scratched my arm and you can see those lovely little whips right there on my arm. Take Benadryl prior to coming. That lessens the effect of being a little red like me on the area that you're getting waxed. Also, before your appointment, especially if you're getting a Brazilian or a bikini or even a leg wax, come in here with a dress on. Go to your appointment with a dress on. All you have to do is hike that dress up, you get waxed, and you're fine. Because I'm gonna go to this in just a second, it just helps that area to breathe and it won't have friction in that area. So those are things you need to keep in mind prior to even coming to your waxing appointment. So what are the things you should not do after getting waxed? Things you should not do is go home and get in a hot shower. Your pores are wide open. You get in that hot shower, you might pop out that hot shower because your pores are open. Yes. No exercise. You're going to be sweating. The pores are open. Going to be uncomfortable. And I'm going to put this little caveat in there too. If you hear outside noise, I'm in my suite. So it's many people around walking back and forth. So you may hear something a little extra. So I apologize for that right now. So back to the things you should not do after getting waxed. Wear tight clothes. Don't do it. That's why I'm like, you know, come in with a dress, loose fitting clothes, so the clothes will not be tight and it won't cause for you getting a rash because it's tight in that area. Don't go swimming afterwards. Don't do that. You run a chance of getting an infection because of those pores are wide open. You're jumping in that chlorine, and no, just don't do it. And also, last but not least, do not have sex right after your appointment. Yeah, don't do it. Do not have sex after your appointment. Wait 24 to 48 hours with everything I mentioned. If you know your body and you've been an avid waxer, you could possibly do 12 hours, but I am responsible enough to tell you to at least try to do 24 to 48 hours. You know, if your partner knows you're coming to get waxed, take a picture, send it to them and say, hey, this is what you're going to get in, you know, tomorrow. or you're going to get 2 days from now. But just try not to have sex. All those that I mentioned, you can either get a rash or an infection. Especially with sex, you can get a rash because of the friction of having sex, or you can get an infection because open pores, foreign bacteria for your partner, then those open pores, and here you are at the drugstore getting medication or going to your doctor because you didn't want to wait 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, I got all that out the way. I have to laugh because I have to tell people this, and I've had people question me, well, why can't I go and, do this right after? And when I explain it, they're like, oh, yeah. I even said this, I was even caught off guard when people was telling me not to take a shower, prior to my appointment, or not having sex, or doing, even the tight clothes, because I was wearing leggings one time going to an appointment, and yeah, uncomfortable afterwards. So yes, I'm giving you all this information for you to use. And now let's go on to things you need to do after your appointment. So you made it through your appointment. You made it through that Brazilian, you made it through that Brazilian, you made it through your underarm being waxed, whatever area you've been waxed, you made it through. So what do you need to do after your appointment? 48 hours after your appointment, you want to start exfoliating your skin. And with me, I have these nice little bags here, and it's like your kit that you can use afterwards, and it comes with exfoliation gloves. You want to start exfoliating the area. So what do you exfoliate with? You can exfoliate with sugar scrubs, and these are single-use sugar scrubs. You can use sugar scrubs to go ahead and exfoliate the area. You can use a dry brush. You can use the exfoliation gloves, or you can get your towel really, really, really hot and swipe down aggressively to get those dead skin cells off. And what that is, we all have this turnover weight where we have those dead skin cells, but when that hair tries to push up, it cannot push up because all that barrier is sitting here. So you want to exfoliate your skin 2 to 3 times a week. You want to start 2 days after, 48 hours after. Right now it is Thursday in Memphis, so I will tell people to start exfoliating on Saturday. If you are prone to ingrown hair, you want to use an ingrown bump serum. And in the little kit, outside of having the exfoliation gloves, it comes with a 1 ounce ingrown bump serum. And of course, me being me, I make my own, and you see all the little lovely goodness down in there. This has avocado oil, hemp seed oil, lavender oil, jojoba oil. It's a lot of stuff in here that helps with inflammation and actually moistens your skin as well. Oh, and gets rid of bacteria because of that tea tree. So yes, you can also buy that on my website. Yes, and I am shouting that out. It comes in this nice little bag here. It comes with 2 gloves, 1, 2, and the 1 ounce of the ingrown bump serum. I also carry this in 2 ounce separately. So you can head on over to my store and pick that up for your aftercare for being waxed. It also, you can find other ingrown bump serum places, but you would want to use that, after you get out your shower. Some of them, they can stain your clothes, so you want to be mindful of that and let it dry. The one I make will not stain your clothes. You just drop a couple of drops on, rub it in after your shower, and go on. It helps, to prevent ingrown hair. So that is your aftercare. So everything we went over, come to your appointment. Don't take a shower beforehand. Take your Tylenol, take Benadryl if you need to take Benadryl. I have hydrocortisone cream in my room, so if somebody becomes a little red because they didn't take it, or they just have high antihistamines like my little red arm here, I offer that. Things you should not do after your appointment: no tight clothes, no exercise, no hot water, no chlorine, and no sex. Take that picture, tell them you'll see them later. Also, you want to start exfoliating your skin 48 hours after. Use your ingrown bump serum, and I'll pull that back up. Use that, starting after your appointment. I also put it on after the waxing to go ahead and start that processing of having, that nice glow, and go ahead and keeping that skin smooth and get rid of any inflammation that the skin may have. So if you have any questions or concerns, and right now we're almost at the 10-minute mark, like I said, you know. But if you have any questions or concern, go ahead and drop those down below. You can always email me. You can leave me messages on my website or on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. It has been wonderful doing this. I've been meaning to do it for so long. If you're making this, you know, that appointment with me, we're gonna go over this again. Or you can say, what? I saw your video. I just have a question, or I appreciate you putting that information out and telling me why I should not do this or why I should do this. So this is Judy at J.Bare Naturals, and I'm happy you saw it, and have a wonderful day. And also make sure you make that appointment. The link is below, or you can hit me up on Instagram or on Facebook or on Twitter or TikTok. I am everywhere. Happy waxing.